Some incredible progress from the Digital Flight Dynamics A350 project and some more aircraft updates. Stay tuned for this Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft progress video. Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Style and welcome back to another one of these videos. You know how it works, I go through some of the progress surrounding the biggest freeware and payware projects coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now today we're covering the Digital Flight Dynamics A350 and it's looking fantastic. If you're new around here, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and if you want to support the channel in return for exclusive perks, consider becoming a channel member. But anyway, let's get right into it. So Digital Flight Dynamics have been developing an aircraft, the A350, for quite some time now, and it means progress is really getting underway. Now another flight simulation development team, Blue Mesh, were working on a payware A350, but because they were a small team, they did not have enough time to complete the project, so they've moved their models over to the Digital Flight Dynamics team, who are producing a freeware A350. And let's just look at some of these photos. It looks superb. On the screen now we've got the A350 XWB sitting on the gate, although it's slightly curiously it's got its emergency exit slides deployed. Maybe they were just testing around with this, testing around with the modelling. I'm not too sure why they've done this, just a bit of fun I guess, but you get a nice look at the aircraft and the texturing, and I have to say it looks marvellous. But it's the interior where this project is really shining already. Just take a look at this. I mean, this is probably one of the best interiors I've seen for Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft so far. It really does look incredible, and the lighting is also very good, which means they're kind of starting to take a look at some systems such as lighting now. Speaking of lighting, we've got some landing gear lights going on now. The landing gear doesn't look overly too well detailed at the moment. I guess they're still going to be working on it, especially when you look towards the top of the landing gear, but it's nice to see them working on it. Now this is the favourite shot of the day, I have to say. From inside the cockpit you can see the fantastic texturing already. It really does look marvellous. So good reflections, especially on the centre pedestal, although we've got no screens working yet, so it just shows that they're basically there on texturing so far. They haven't started really with coding in the systems, which is of course the biggest step, but it's fantastic nonetheless. And finally, another look outside. You get to see the aircraft without any liveries on, and it looks marvellous. The only thing I would say is that the windows, maybe it's just a perspective, but the windows don't look too good. They look, yeah, they don't look like A350 windows, I've got to be honest. Too circular. I guess they're still working on these. But aside from that, I mean, looking at the front of the aircraft, it does look good. Engines look very nice as well, but still some work to be done on this aircraft overall, but looking very good already. Now let's move on to another aircraft. Now the Uruburu Jets team continue their fantastic work on the Embraer E-Series family, from the 170 to the 190, and this is a very special project because we're already seeing some progress on the primary flight display and navigation displays. Really well done so far by the looks of it, as well as modelling outside looking very nice. The E170s looks like it's getting the most love at the moment, and they've even been testing with VR, which I guess is quite early on, but hey, I'm sure many of you will be happy to hear that they're considering VR and optimising it to work with this aircraft. Moving on, the former TAP design, now Synaptic Simulations A220X, is coming along really well. This is the fastest progressing project and the project that is the most advanced by the looks of things. They're providing constant videos on YouTube. We seem to get them about once every 2 or 3 weeks. And it's really good because it means we get to see these systems in play. And oh boy do they provide it. Now I've included a little bit of the 11-minute 47-second video in this video today. It's on the screen now, but if you want to go watch it, I've put a link in the description. You can see their hard work on the primary flight display is really paying off. The ECAS and navigation display screen has had a huge improvement in terms of the electrics inside and the electric screens, as well as the flight planning. Here you can see it on the screen now. Progress here is incredible. By far the best aircraft in terms of progress so far. It's nice to see a team not worrying about the textures looking good and actually worrying about the systems inside. After all, that's the thing that really matters, because that's where the hard work is really needed and the expertise. It's looking really good. Go join the Synaptic Simulation server. I've put a link in the description, of course. Yeah, that's all I can say. Their 11-minute 47 video includes a takeoff and an in-depth look at some of these systems. You can see it's working really well. Something to really look forward to. And finally, PMDG have released their DC6 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, coming in at a cool price of $55 US. It's on sale now. That will go up to $60 US in a few weeks, I guess. And it's been met with a lot of positive feedback. It's PMDG's first aircraft for the sim, and they have provided a truly special aircraft. It's study level, and I'm going to use it as probably the first study level aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I do recommend the Corporate Pilot Dad's review. He's done a much better review than I could ever do. I've put a link in the description for that. And it's a perfect vintage, I'm not going to say warbird, but post-World War II 1947 aircraft. It really is beautiful. It's a perfect vintage airliner, and PMDG have really done the DC-6A and B variant justice with a realistically modelled and highly detailed aircraft with a bunch of features covering almost the whole aircraft. You'll struggle to find a button that doesn't work. You do pay for it. It's not the cheapest aircraft by any means, but it is so worth it, and I cannot wait to get my hands at it. Do you guys want to see some videos on it from me? It's not really my area of expertise, but I'm sure I can get a grip. PMDG have really shaken up the scene for Microsoft Flight Simulator and show developers what they should aim to be hitting, and not making lousy products like the 777 and 737. PMDG, they've really pushed it out, and I cannot wait to see it. That's all the aircraft news, the big aircraft news that I can actually talk about in today's video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to see all the equipment I use to fly around on the sim and film my videos, be sure to check out my Amazon affiliate links in the description. Costs exactly the same as you would. I just get a little something out of it, so it's a great way to support the channel. But thank you, your support is always much appreciated. Thank you to my channel members, their names are on the screen now. If you want to become a channel member for £3 a month for all these perks, including shoutouts on the screen, click that blue join button. But from me today, that is all. Bye bye.